you again, learners. Welcome back to another Global English Competitiveness video. Today we're diving into the second part of Unit 8, 8B, Experiencing the Literary World. Get ready with your pen and paper as we embark on a journey to discovering the literary main characters. To recap, we have 4 can-do objectives in this unit. First, to describe experiences in the literary world. Second, to express opinions towards the main character. Third, to justify decisions of the different story characters. And fourth, to critique the morals of the story. As you can remember, we have already covered our first can-do objective, where we described experiences in the literary world. This time, let's focus on our second can-do objective, to express opinions towards the main character. Without further ado, let's move over to our second lesson for this unit, 8B, Expressing Opinions Towards the Main Character. And here are the sub-lessons that will help us achieve our objective. Reading, listening, grammar, speaking, and pronunciation. Let's begin the lesson with a reading activity. Read the text with me. After reading the book Kish and Kide by the year's most popular author, Stella F., Anton shared his perspective about the characters to his classmates. He said he was fascinated by Kish's mature and responsible way of handling situations. On the other hand, he felt sorry for Kide's opposite conduct. He was such a bad-tempered and bitter guy. However, Anton did not expose more details about the story as he encouraged his classmates to discover the unexpected turn by reading the book. Everyone was thrilled and motivated to read, so they rushed in a competitive manner to their library. Now let's check your reading comprehension skills. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Pause the video to start answering items number 1 to 5. Here are the correct answers. Did you answer all items correctly? Perfect. Now let's read the short text below about Denise's Dumaguete experience together. When Denise went home to Cebu from Dumaguete, she cheerfully shared her experiences with her sister, Bonnie. It can be seen in her face that she's full of joy for the friendly chance given by her company. She described Dumaguete as progressive, peaceful, and safe. She also admired the generosity and thoughtfulness of the people there. Throughout the conversation, Bonnie seemed impressed and wished to visit Dumaguete soon during the holidays. To check your reading comprehension, answer the following items. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Pause the video to start answering items number 1 to 5. And here are the correct answers. Now let's proceed to the listening activity. Listen as the conversation between I and John is read. Hi, John. Have you read a story about Just Like Van? I really admire her optimistic personality. How about you?
Honestly, I was confused between Van and Jackie. They're both kind and positive. However, it was revealed in the latter part that Jackie cannot be trusted. She just did it to cover the anger and frustration inside her heart.
You're right. I was really puzzled when I read the sudden turn of events. What a desperate move.
It was a good story, It taught us not to pretend because it'll do no good.
Now it's your turn to answer the following questions. Choose the letter of your answer. Pause this video to start answering. Here are the correct answers. Let's proceed to another listening activity. I will read the traits of the characters. Write A if the statements on your screen corresponds to what I mentioned, and B if it did not. Now listen carefully. Here are the traits of the character. Jean is determined. Carlo is arrogant and violent. Hammy reacts offensively. Jessa is quite ambitious. Angie is sensitive. Now pause the video and answer items number 1 to 5. Now here are the correct answers. Now let's proceed to the grammar activity. Our focus this time is relative clauses. First, let's learn what is a relative clause. A relative clause connects ideas by using pronouns that relate to something previously mentioned and allows the writer to combine two independent clauses into one sentence. Who is a subject pronoun? It is used to specify which person did an action or which person is in a certain state. Whom is an object pronoun that is used to indicate the person who received an action. Whose is a possessive pronoun that is used to refer to which person something belongs to. Here's an example of a relative clause. The river, which runs through the city, is a popular spot for recreational activities. Take note that the relative clause, which runs through the city, describes the river, providing additional context about its location and significance. Here's another example. The scientist whose research I admire most is speaking at the conference. Take note that the relative clause, whose research I admire most, provides information about the scientist and emphasizes the speaker's admiration for their work. Now, choose the correct pronoun to make the following sentences complete. For example, the institution's library was built when World War II was over. Pause the video and answer the rest of the items. Here are the correct answers. Did you answer all items correctly? Well done. Now here's another activity. Supply the missing relative pronoun that would best fit the sentences. Pause the video to start answering now. Here are the correct answers. Now let's proceed to the speaking activity. We'll be reading a passage and dialogues. Read the passage about the main character with me. The Brave Journey by Rhea May Ambrad. Candace, the main character of The Brave Journey, starts on a trip to save her town from a near tragedy. Candace is a youthful, determined girl with a strong spirit. Throughout the story, she comes across problems and overcomes them through courage and resourcefulness. Candace's constant courage inspires those around her, revealing her true character and confidence. Now let's read this dialogue. I will be speaker A and you will be speaker B. Candace's personality impressed me. She demonstrated such amazing courage throughout the story. Now, your turn. Now answer the following question. Now let's read another dialogue. Remember, I will be speaker A and you will be speaker B. There was a situation Candace met her greatest fear, which struck me. At the same time, exposed her weakness and strength. Your turn. Now answer the following question. Now here are the answers. Let's proceed to another speaking activity. Interact in the following dialogue. Express your opinions, thoughts, and emotions regarding the main character based on the sample conversations provided. I will be speaker A or person A, and you will be speaker B or person B. Then select the answer that best fits each question that follows. Person A. Hey, I just completed this novel, and the main character has everything I can think about. Let's discuss our opinions. Your turn. I found the main character to be incredibly inspiring. Throughout the story, they showcased great determination. Your turn. Now, answer this question. One aspect of the main character that got out to me was their compassion for others. They were always willing to assist those in need. Now answer the following question. The decisions of the main character had a major effect on the story. They created the story and affected the results of several events. Now answer the following question. Let's check if you got the answers correctly. Here are the answers to the activity. Now we're down to the final set of our activities, pronunciation. Read each sentence out loud and fill in the missing word. Focus on pronouncing missing words correctly. Take your time to ensure that your pronunciation is clear and accurate. Pause the video to answer items number 1 to 3. Continue with items number 4 to 5. Here are the correct answers. Each word should be stressed correctly by identifying the stressed syllable and pronouncing the word with the stress. Read each word loudly, emphasizing the stressed syllable as you speak. For example, protagonist. With the stress, it's protagonist. Again, protagonist. The stressed syllable is the second one, protagonist. Now, identify the stressed syllable in the following words. Pause this video to answer. And here are the correct answers. And with that, we have covered our second can-do objective, which is to create descriptions of story characters. In this lesson, we read texts on expressing opinions on main characters. We listened to a conversation and giving impressions towards the main characters. We also talked about relative clauses and pronouns. You interacted in a dialogue and answered questions. Lastly, we practiced proper stress syllabication. Together, we've delved into valuable insights that will serve us well in our future endeavors. Let's continue to embrace curiosity and growth. That concludes Unit 8B. See you in the next session.